Hey guys, we are in Miami. Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. But no, guys, we are actually in Miami. I'm taking a super quick little solo trip. As you can see, there's no kid. As you can hear, there's no kid. Very much needed. This was so last minute. We actually got an invite. Me and my managers actually got an invite to the Miami Open, which I was dying to come see. So I'm really glad I got the chance to participate. And that is today. Today is Saturday. So I flew in yesterday just so I can just, have a little extra me time. I didn't want to just fly in and get right to it. I never like doing that. So yeah, so we're here. I'm actually staying at the SLS Looks in Brickell. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm originally from Miami, but I have not, I'm born and basically raised here a little bit, but I have not been here in years. I will hop in and hop out. My parents still live here, which I kind of want to touch on that a little bit later on in the vlog. But yeah, I will touch in and out, but I have not been back here in a little bit of time. And y'all, the development that Miami has undergone and continues to undergo is actually shocking. Whoa, Brickell, whoa. If I was just a single girl, a single gal, no kids, I would absolutely live down here. It's oh my God. But right now, as a mom, as a 35-year-old, it's actually so overwhelming. I pulled up to the hotel last night and was oh, I didn't mean to stay in the midst of the most happening place, the most happening, whatever ever. And yeah, it's a bit nuts outside for sure, but thank goodness all the noise doesn't travel up and into my room, so feel good about that. But I have to get out of here in literally an hour. I already know what I'm wearing, nothing too complicated. Like I said, we're just gonna be watching some tennis. We do get a private suite, so that's gonna be really fun. And then I think it's really all I have planned for today in terms of brand work stuff. But we do have a dinner later, so I want to get ready with you guys for that as well. I do need to do a little bit of shopping, so we'll get into that together. But for now, I'm actually just going to put this makeup on. I will see you guys after it's done, and then we can talk a little bit more. Okay guys, this is the final look. I'm wearing my Asics on the feet, and the set is from Aloe. It's actually just the cutest tennis set. Perfect. I didn't even know I was going to this when I bought this. I just bought it for, it is definitely tennis season coming up and we're here. But I bought it for myself, and this is just, perfect look. And I got my little Speedy, just my, everyday little things in there. And I'm gonna wear my Loewe glasses with this. Just serve green all the way for real. And then y'all, I purchased this wavy talk thing, and I did my hair by myself. Get into, I'm gonna do this for a little bit more volume. My hair looks so freaking good. I'm gonna try to insert a picture. I don't know if you guys can see it clearly, but yeah, I'm really serving Grand Dame, maybe baby Grand Dame. I love the little fit. Everything matches so perfectly. And these socks are from Aritzia, my favorite socks for real. They're so comfortable, and they just really hold shape after wash. So yeah, I am actually very on time. I'm gonna go downstairs. There's a bunch of cafes. I'm gonna try to grab a little latte, a little croissant, and I'll call the Uber from there. And I will see you guys at the Miami Open. Yeah. Hey y'all, okay, so I'm finally back in the room. I had to revamp my hair. I can't even begin to describe the blunder I made by straightening my hair before coming to Miami, which is the most humid place besides, like, I don't know, name a jungle. Because, whoa. I was 15 minutes into the match and my hair was literally out to here. Like, there were no, like, all these little cute little no, completely gone. You could tell I have not been to Miami in a good little minute, especially in this season. Like, the weather outside is atrocious, and it like started raining during the match, but overall it was a really fun time. I ended up meeting some really cool women there, and it was just definitely an experience. I have not ever been to the Miami Open. Actually, I've been to the US Open, and I always have memories of being at the Open when it came to Haiti once, and I was a ball girl for it. So that was, like, an awesome childhood memory, and it really just came back to me. I was surprised how many people that attended, like, actually had no idea about tennis, how to play tennis, any of that. So that was pretty interesting. A little tidbit when you see some of these people go on like creator trips and things like that. Some of the times I would think like my only little note to that, sometimes I'm just like, how do they match these people up? Like, who is that person's audience really the best audience for this? Like, just popular doesn't always mean to me that they are the best person to go for that, especially if you're trying to sell something, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, that's always been my little tidbit. But either way, this was really fun. And I really appreciate the opportunity to have attended. So now I'm back in my room. Like I said, I took a shower, did all the things, and then definitely like try to revamp my hair. I have been using the Wavy Talk on my hair. I saw it. I think Alexis is the first person I saw using it. I'm just not somebody who can do their own hair. I can't. I can barely do what I do with a flat iron. So the Wavy Talk is honestly the best purchase possibly I have ever made for my hair. It's just perfect. It's super easy to use. I've used it twice today, like earlier to do my hair, and then again just to do this revamp. I will link it in the description below if you are interested in using it. It is literally, again, my favorite thing to use for my hair. I didn't redo, although I showered, I didn't redo my makeup. It's okay. It's looking a little dewy. I didn't want to like take it off and then put makeup on again because I'm actually meeting Dominique for dinner. I love her. This is going to be our first time meeting in person, but I'm telling you right now, it's not going to feel like that whatsoever. She's also my fellow Haitian sister, and I think like we talked a lot more when she was living in Atlanta for some reason, but she now actually lives back home, which is in Florida as well. She's not in Miami. I want to say she's like up a little bit out of Miami area. So she's driving down here. We're going to have a dinner in a new place. Neither of us, excuse me, I'm a little tired. Neither of us have tried before, so that's exciting. Actually, we're probably going to meet in like an hour. So I've been on a good time today, y'all. Like, as a person with ADHD, it's like I woke up one day and was never on time again. I don't know what happened. I didn't used to be like that. I don't know what the trigger was, but I will literally get ready 5 hours ahead of time, sit on the couch, watch the time, and still somehow be late. Like, I don't know. I don't know what goes on there, but I do know it is attributed to ADHD. So if you're like that, it doesn't always mean, you're late all the time so you have ADHD. But if you do have ADHD, you are likely a person who struggles with time management. And I definitely do. But today has been a very good day. I literally only have to put on my outerwear and head out of here. And I'm going to walk to this spot. Hopefully it's not raining. But yeah. Otherwise, it's been a really good day. I definitely was in my feels a little bit today. And I think I want to save that for tomorrow because I want to write it down a little bit. I want to journal it, but I do want to talk to you guys about it as well. Like, being in Miami has been weird, fun and weird. But yeah, let me not talk your ear off as I usually do. And I'm just going to go kind of relax. I'm going to go sit on the balcony a little bit before I have to actually head out of here. So see you at dinner. I wanted to journal this morning. It's 10 a.m. It's my last day in Miami, and I go back home. tomorrow morning. And there's irony in that, with me saying that I am in Miami, but I'm not home, that I have to leave here to go home. And I want to talk about that. I really want to talk about that because I don't want to carry it around the rest of the day. I plan to have a really relaxing day, a day to pour back into myself before I have to face one more thing tomorrow. There is one more thing that I have to face, but that's tomorrow, and today is today. The weight I want to put down today is about my mother. The piece of a weight that I want to put down today is about the relationship I no longer have with my mother. For those of you who don't know, I was actually born and raised, mostly raised in Miami, Florida. I was born in Jackson Memorial Hospital. Almost 11-pound baby, October 1st, 1989. I was born to Marie Alex and Marcus. And since then, it's been a long, winding, turbulent road. I know that we're supposed to say that our parents did the best they could, but for the last couple of years, I have really taken a stand against that, because the best you could should be the best you can. I do not subscribe to our parents being excused for stopping their development abruptly and letting their kids suffer the consequences of that. I feel as though that as long as parents are alive, they should be doing the best they can. And the best you can means that you show evidence that you are continuing to evolve with the times, that you are continuing to actively learn who you are within the environment that you're in, and that environment continuously changes. Therefore, you must also strive to change with it. And that, and only that, shows that you are being responsive to your child's best interest, which is your purpose as a parent, in my opinion. I do not feel that I was granted or given a mom or a dad who understood the emotional burden, the emotional work that it would take to raise children. As a child, I largely experienced my mom as someone who was very detached. She was very aware of what others thought of her. She would say that she doesn't care, that she would lead with living her own life, but her own life was actually preoccupied by masking what was really going on at home and making sure others did not see what I viewed as her biggest mistake, which was my father. Growing up, I experienced my mom to be someone who was really preoccupied with making sure that me, her first child, the only daughter, the eldest daughter, was make your father proud. Make your father proud. She didn't stop once to think that I may not have that same view of her husband, my father. She didn't stop once to think that I maybe don't care to make this person proud. This person who has never really acknowledged me as an individual, as his daughter, as someone who he loved, as someone other than a chore, a person that he, a Haitian man, needs to just do his homework with, which was to provide materialistic things that he did not have growing up, and thus his job was done. All of the other things that a child, a daughter, a firstborn may need were not his responsibility, nor did he ever try to take up that responsibility. But yet, my mom persisted, make your father proud. It wasn't until after I met my child's father that I realized that everything I was doing to make my father proud was actually me in training to ignore the abuse of what my mom was doing. teaching me to neglect my own inner voice, teaching me that no matter how wrong a man does you, as long as you love him through it, that it's okay. As long as you stand behind him, that you are the stronger woman, never mind that he is the weakest man. And then it was too late for me, or it felt like it was too late for me. I became a mom. I quickly became a single mom. And when I thought I can turn to the only woman I know, I also quickly found out that she didn't know any better. I couldn't lean on my mom. I've never been able to lean on my mom. And here I was, a woman myself now, a mother myself now, and at the same time, a little girl who needed her mom. I really needed her. And it wasn't until I really needed her that I realized that my mom is a shell of a person. And it made me so sad for her that the work that I was trying to do in order to reprieve the life that I know I wanted for me and my daughter, she was never able to do it. She didn't want to do it, and she was maybe too scared to do it. Leaving was not in her handbook, and so it was not in anything she passed down to me. That was my work. That was my determination. And instead of being proud of me and supportive for me, I found that my mom grew more and more apart from me. She couldn't understand me, and because she couldn't give me any advice, she kind of left me alone to do it. She watched me from the corner. And the more and more my inner child screamed for her and begged for her and pleaded for her, the more she buried herself under her husband. When I look at the mom that I am to Cadence now, my mother and I have a very similar origin story. There are many things I wanted to be. There are many things I wanted to do. When I asked my mom once, if life wasn't this for her, if this wasn't her trajectory, if this wasn't where she ended up, where did she see her life? What did she really want to do? And she told me that she wanted to be a doctor. And I was like, whoa, a doctor? Okay, wow. My mom didn't do bad for herself by any means, by the way. She is a retired engineer, has been one since before I was born, but she wanted to be a doctor. And the reason why she couldn't be a doctor is because she is the eldest of 4 girls. She was the first to leave the house. She was the first to make sure that everyone was taken care of. And so she couldn't pursue what she wanted to pursue because it would take away from helping the family. She had to do work that would keep her close to home, especially as her father lay dying of colon cancer. My mother is someone who has probably been through a lot, but has no memory of it. And I'm familiar with that. That is grade A trauma. I have never been able to get a story out of my mom that was in any way meaningful or in any way alluding to her makeup. What makes Marie, Marie? What makes Alex, Alex? I have no idea. And I fear that she doesn't either. Her life has been a bunch of steps of things she thought she had to do or she had to do. And it never changed. Me, on the other hand, there are things I thought I had to do and quickly realized that I'll be damned. As soon as I saw my daughter, I knew that the bed I thought I made and had to lay in was actually a choice. And my choice was to stand up. My choice was to go get another bed and another bed and another one after it. I didn't have to lay in the mistakes that I made when I was uninformed, when I was not being helped through those mistakes. My daughter should never feel like she was a mistake. She should never feel like she was a consequence of uninformed, young, maybe dumb me. As an adult, as a woman, as a mom, and as still little Stephanie, on my 35th birthday, I flew to Paris. And on that flight, I let go of my mom. I let go of my mom not because I hated her, and not because I no longer needed her, but because I was tired of abandoning myself while waiting for my mom to be my mommy. I have someone to be a mommy for, and I can still be my own mommy at the same time. I can come to my rescue. I can do for me the things that I wish my mother could. And because she can't, for whatever reason, it was only fair to me to let go of our relationship. It's been almost a year now since I've spoken to my mom, and this is my first time in Miami since we have not spoken, and it feels weird. This should be home. This should be where I come and go home rather than rent a hotel, yet it's the complete opposite. Under the ill advice of her husband, we no longer even have a home here. I am a tourist in the place that I was born in. She strives to go back to this falsehood of what Haiti was to her, and I think it's because she's trying to escape. She's trying to escape a multitude of things, but in those escapes, for her personal reasons, she forgets that she's also escaping motherhood. She's escaping not only me and my needs and my granddaughter, her granddaughter's needs, but she's escaping a son, her only boy, who was burdened with being her husband because her husband refused to do his duties as one. She's abandoned both of us because she continuously and seemingly will forever abandon herself. And now, if it isn't for the hard work that both my brother and I put in every single day to create our own homes, we would be homeless. We would be without parents. Although they are very much alive, I find myself mourning them every single day. You know what was really hard this weekend, and what is hard most times that I am experiencing an insurmountable amount of joy, that I can look to my left and look to my right, and my mother, who is very much alive, is not there. I'm making all this money and I cannot spend it on my mom. I cannot take a trip with my mom. And so I find myself lavishly spending on my friends and my daughter and strangers because I desperately wish that I could spend it on my mommy. But since I can't, I have to make of life what it is. I'm a woman of my own now. I am a mom, and I will continuously adapt for mine. Because while no parent is perfect, I'll be damned if my daughter says the same things I am now saying about my mom. My mission is to fuck up in a new way. Stephanie, I'm really sorry that you don't have that. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And yes, you deserved it. You still deserve it. Every child deserves a parent, an intentional parent. And it's okay to cry about it. It's okay to be 35 and still needing mommy. But it's also okay to be 35 and sure that no one but yourself is going to come be that mother figure that you need for yourself. And it's okay to stand in that, and it's okay to let go of a parent who refuses to give you what you need. You will be okay, and your lineage will be okay because of it. You are okay right now. You are safe right now, despite what you were not given. And it's because of who you are. And it's because of the work that you have done. I'm so grateful for the life I have now. I'm so grateful for how difficult life has been. I'm so grateful for the person it has made me. And I'm so grateful for the outcome of it all. Who would I be without a tough life? I'm okay.